She put on the ornate wedding dress. The belt was so tight she could barely breathe, but she endured it. A maid secretly hid a dagger inside her skirt. She didn't know why, but unease crept in. Everything was ready. The wedding began. But the ceremony was held deep inside a cave. The priest whispered chants. Their blood mixed together. The prince lifted her up and carried her toward the bridge. She was still dreaming of a happy future. The next second, he let go. She fell into the abyss. She didn't die. She woke up in the darkness. Her scream awakened the sleeping dragon. A deep voice echoed, "You are the sacrifice." Fire burst out. She ran for her life, slipping into a narrow crack where the dragon's claws couldn't reach. She searched for a way out, but slipped again, falling into an even deeper chasm. She leapt toward the other side, but slid wildly down the slope. Just before falling, she pulled the dagger and drove it into the rock. She survived. A glowing tree appeared, covered in fireflies. They crawled over her wounds, slowly healing her body. She scooped up water to drink and immediately spat it out. It was foul. She looked up and saw icicles melting from the ceiling. She opened her mouth, catching each drop of clean water. Suddenly, the icicles began to collapse faster. The dragon had found her. Fire roared again. She fled deeper into the cave. When the dragon left, she kept going. Soon, she found the exit, but the walls were lined with sharp crystals. She tore her dress apart, wrapped her hands and feet, used her crown as a tool, and climbed inch by inch. The dragon returned. Its roar shook the entire cave.
No!
She forced herself to stay calm and kept climbing. Finally, she crawled out, but waiting for her was another cliff. In despair, she prepared to return to the cave and die. Then, she saw runes carved into the rock. They were messages from princesses before her. The truth was revealed. The king had killed the dragon's child. To calm its rage, he promised his descendants a sacrifice. The royal marriage was a lie. Foreign princesses were only offerings. Rage ignited inside her. She cut off her long hair, gripped the blade, and walked back into the dragon's lair. She tried to speak the truth, but the dragon refused to listen. Frost spread rapidly. Death closed in. Then she felt wind blowing through a hidden crack. She understood. She lured the dragon to breathe fire. The flames turned back with the wind. The dragon fell, badly wounded. She raised her scarred hands. At last, the dragon understood they shared the same enemy. At that moment, the prince was marrying another princess. A grand wedding, once again. She stormed into the palace. The dragon followed behind her. The conspiracy was exposed in front of everyone. The bride fled, guests scattered in panic. With one furious roar, fire consumed the palace.